Hi, my name is Raeesa Sya and I'm the founder of Orchid Cosmetics. I would like to wish all ladies out there happy International Women's Day. The reason why I started was very much because of data. Before I get into anything, I would usually do a lot of research. So honestly, like for the first 4 years of playing with apps, I didn't have any idea like what kind of business. So it wasn't like I wanted to build an app or start a tech business because I wanted to be in the tech scene. It was more because I figured out that there is a need for this app. Like there is a gap in the market for a salon and spa finder. So when I told you that when my friend had the idea to open a salon and spa, first thing we did was to go on Google and did a Google search, but nothing came out. So to me, it's like, okay, page ranking must be bad. No one is actually monetizing on this, meaning that there is a market gap. So what if I'm in Puchong and I need to find like a salon? Like, how can I find this information? So because I felt like there is that gap in the market, that is why I decided to solve this problem. So it was, and I felt like salon and spa, I like beauty stuff. So and this kind of idea can only come from a woman most of the time. Okay, so when I started off, what I did was I joined a hackathon. So I remembered at that time, we all was assigned a mentor. So there was a guy who was mentoring me and my partner, the team. It's just a random guy that I met on that day, and he already had an idea. And when he asked me, okay, so what are you guys building? And I told him I'm building a salon spa finder. He kind of like, oh really? Like, do people need it? And when he talked to the guy said that, oh, I'm building an app for students to find fully furnished hostel. And he was like, oh my god, so amazing, I'm gonna like connect you to investors and everything. But he kind of really looked down on what I was trying to do. And it was funny that I took it like, okay, never mind, you think I'm like playing around, fine. So a year later, I actually sold off that company that I started and did BFAP, and we got over like ringgit 1 million worth of funding. And we met each other after that, and he actually came up to me and he was like, hey Raeesa, like, congratulations, I didn't know that you were really going to do it. And I'm like, what do you think? Like, of course I'm going to do it. So, people do don't take you seriously, that happens, but I think it applies to both men and women. I think I've been very fortunate that my mom especially is very supportive of what I'm doing currently. But I would say that when I wanted to study graphic design and multimedia in uni, she didn't get it. She's like, why do you want to study arts? Why don't you do law? Why don't you do be a doctor? Like, oh my friends, until one day after I graduated, she went on Google and she Googled like top 10 highest paying job, and graphic design was like one of it, and she was like, oh okay, good, you're a graphic designer. So I think when I wanted to start my business, even though we got offered a grant by MCMC, it was like a 70-30. So I still had to come up with like a 30% of the money. And I told my mom like, Ma, I really wanted to do this, can you be my angel investor? So she actually agreed to give me that 30%. So Orchid Cosmetics actually empowers the modern Muslim women. I feel like there is a stereotype of like you being Muslim and you're like very backdated or you're very makcik or something. But Orchid Cosmetics is a very millennial brand. It's very young. I know there's a lot of witty, intelligent women out there who we try to empower, or we try to support. Like one of our Orchid girls, she is she does reviews on books. So So she reads a lot of books. She might not have a lot of followers on her YouTube channel, but we made her like an orchid girl or orchid ambassador because we admire, you know, that she reads a lot. She's quite knowledgeable in her own way. So we want to empower women, you know, who are very smart, very witty, not necessarily, you know, modelers, you know, because I feel like at this age, beauty is very subjective. You know, you want to do things for yourself, you want to enhance your natural beauty, or if you like wearing makeup, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Orchid is all about makeup, but you want to wear it because you do it for yourself, because you feel confident when you wear makeup, because it enhances your face. But you want to also do that and make sure that, you know, the products that you're using is not harmful for your skin. So with Orchid, you can, you know, be more confident that not only you look good, but you are healthy inside and outside. I would say if you want to start a company, go ahead. First thing you can do is straight away buy a domain on GoDaddy.com, so cheap, it's like 30 ringgit or 60 ringgit max. Or if you don't have money to spend and you don't know where to start, you can always do your market research, find out if there are competitors out there. If there is no competitors to what you're trying to do, it's either you're like super smart, it's totally fresh, or, you know, maybe the idea is not, you know, that good. So you want to do small batches of testing. You can try it out with just a social media page. If you're selling a product, sell it to people who are online. So you don't necessarily need an app. You can just, you know, like, as long as you're on social media and people buy your product, it's validated. If nobody buys your product, you want to figure out why. So once you have all of this information, it makes it easier for you to, you know, figure out the company that you want to build and invest more money in it. But all in all, just go ahead, start je, buat je. Yes. I think every day should be International Women's Day. It's great that we are, you know, celebrating this day and, you know, really do things that can bring the community together, do things for our girls, do things for the ladies out there.